if I can monitor this so I can see what the I don't know if that works or not. I don't feel like I hear myself, so yeah, I'm not hearing myself. Alright, so that doesn't make any difference to me at all. This doesn't seem to. Alright. Do I have preferences here? That's fine. So I'm just seeing if I can monitor this so I can hear what's happening myself. And select your properties, turn the monitor on, and see if that does anything. I don't know. Wait, I do hear something. Maybe? No, no. Forget about it. Monitor off. You'll just have to suffer with my microphone on. Alright. No, I'm streaming already. Shoot, it went live all by itself. Alright, so this is your demo of the 360 plugins. So first things first, we're going to go get the files here. And if it ever comes out, my hard drive apparently is busy. Here is Reaper, and I'm going to drag these into Reaper, and put them on separate tracks. Alright, then I'm going to create 2 tracks. One is my binaural monitor, or 3D monitor, whatever you want to call it. The other is my ambisonic master, Alright, and then all these tracks have to be 4 channels wide because I'm working first order ambisonics. Again, if you're working higher order ambisonics, no reason you couldn't go up to 16 or 32 tracks per channels per track, but in this case, I'm being a little bit lazy. I'm staying first order all the way through. So I'm making all of these little tracks 4 channels wide. This one's already 4 channels wide. Did I do it for height? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Sax. Here's the Barry. Here's the soprano. And there is the tenor. Good. I'm going to save this quick before my computer crashes. Throw it into downloads. 360 demo. Excellent. Alright, cool. Now the plugin's gone. We're using Blue Ripple. Actually, no. Let's do the routing first, right? Let's do the routing. All right. So in my routing window, the only thing I want going to my master fader is my binaural monitor. Everything else has to feed into that somehow or another. So my ambisonic master is going to feed my binaural monitor. So I'm going to click there. But I have to make sure that I'm feeding all the multi-channel sources to all of the multi-channel receivers there. And now all of my audio tracks are going to go to my ambisonic master. So I'll do this one here. 4 channels to 4 channels. And then I should be able to just drag this down the whole way. Whoops, I missed. I'll go back and save that one. Okay. So as you can see, it's 4 channels to 4 channels all the way across. The routing is good. Now we'll do the plugins. So on all of my audio tracks, I'm going to put the panner. Nope, I'm hitting the wrong button. My apologies. That's the effects right there. Looking for I think it's o3A, not 03A. There we go. So it's actually O, not 0. I'm looking for the large panner, because the large panner allows me to load an image, and since I can't load the video because we didn't pay for the video plugin, we'll use the image instead, which will at least get us in the ballpark. And there's my image. And so I could pan my source. Here's my little crosshair. So I'm on the tenor track. Actually, let me do this first. Let me copy this plugin to the other tracks, right? So I'll do this in my mix window. Here's my o3A panner. I'm going to pull that here, and there. I'm going to skip height for now. I'm going to skip ambisonics for now. I'm going to put it over here, and there, and there, and there. Not sure if I could do that with a 2-channel. Hold on a second. Here's my 2-channel o3A panner. I'm going to put that for my height channels. And then last but not least, for my ambisonic FUMA track, this is recorded WXYZ. I'm going to convert that because my master bus expects AmbiX, which is WYZX. So I'm going to use the Rode Soundfield plugin. You could use something else too. There are other plugins that'll do this, but I'm using the Rode Soundfield plugin to do the conversion for me. So I'm going to take this, FUMA is my input, and AmbiX is my output, and that will have converted it for me. On my binaural monitor, again, I don't have to stick with any one particular manufacturer. I believe o3A would have something like that. But I'm going to actually we could use their decoder if we want to. Or I think when I did my previous demos, I used the Deer VR Ambi Micro. You can use whatever makes you happy. But use the Ambi Micro. And so my B format coming in is AmbiX, and my output is whatever binaural format I should choose. And then on my master fader, I could put a limiter. So if you did the IEM plugins, you should have the IEM compressor, wherever that is. Here's the Omni compressor. Excuse me. So I could turn this into a limiter. Infinite ratio, super fast attack and release. And I'd probably put my threshold up around -3 or so. In addition to that, if I want to put loudness meters or visualizers, right, I like the visualizer because these visualizers are cool. Does o3A have one? I'm sure they do. No, they have a meter. Look at that. We love meters. Meters rock. I wonder what the difference is. There you go.
Whereas I now try other things and I'm like, oh, this is better. And whereas I try other things and I'm like, I like that, I like that.
Alright, so now I'm going to do my little panning. My ambient mics were at about half left and half right, so actually really it's probably easier to just use the azimuth here. Now which channel am I on? Front left. So it'll be 45 that way with no elevation. This one here will be -45, -45. So I'll go the other direction with no height. This one here is my left surround, so that'll be -135. Oh no, 135, right? Bam. No height. And my right surround will be -135. No height. You see my crosshair moved. Don't have to pan the ambisonics, at least we shouldn't have to. If your ambisonic microphone was oriented wrong, like if your 360 camera is pointed this way but your ambisonic mic was pointed that way, you might need to put a scene rotator or something on there to make it right, but we don't have to do that. My height channels here. put you out at about 90 degrees. And I'm going to put this one at minus 90 degrees. And then we'll put the elevation at 66 degrees or so. Let's more than that one. Let's go 50. See what it does. See what happens. Alright, and then I'm going to pan this guy. It's the soprano sax is here. Oh no, sorry, this is alto sax. My bad. My bad. Let's put it right here. Here's the alto saxophone. This is the Barry saxophone. He's the 180 degree mark. There's his horn right there. So I'll drag the little crosshair right to where his horn is. And that brings us to the soprano, who's right in front of us, just a little bit below the camera. And the tenor, who is off to our left. X marks the spot. Alright. So I can get a feel for what my ambience mics sound like. Actually, let's do this. Let's listen to the close mics first.
Whereas I try other things and I'm like, oh, this is better. And then, whereas I try other things and I'm like, I like that. I like the other piece of shit better.
Let's just see if you would you start the camera.
I should have trimmed all that stuff out. That's all right. You guys will survive. Frequency content. That's why you rotate it to make sure the musical balance goes ourselves out of the water. Let's use my ambience. Sorry, I'm used to Pro Tools when I'm getting at the bottom. And I'm going to bundle the height in there too, actually. Let's put height down for a second. So once I'm happy with my mix, I would select my ambisonic master. Now, if you really want to be official, you can go to your timeline here, and you can select from beginning, or from end to beginning is probably the better way to go about it. I think I can just hit that. There we go. I'm hitting the bracket this way to get to the edge of the waveform, and then I'll just select from there on back. Alternatively, you could grab one of these and control click up here, and there's a selection of items, and I'll do the same thing. So now I've selected from end to beginning of my project. I'm going to go to render, which is Option Command R. I do not want to render my master mix. I want to render the ambisonic mix. So I'm rendering the selected tracks. Worth double checking and making sure that you have the right track selected, which I don't. Now I do. Now I'm going to use time selection. I'll call it 360 demo. I'll find a spot for it. Let's browse for directory. Where's this anyway? Let's go to downloads, 360 video files. Good. Down here we want to make this not stereo but 4 channels, because I'm doing first order ambisonics. It's going to be a wave, 48 kilohertz, 24 bits. All this looks good. And then when that happens, I'm going to render one file. I'm going to watch to make sure I'm getting all 4 meters going. Very important. Making sure also that I'm not getting any clipping. It's getting awfully hot for something that I have a limiter on, which is interesting, but okay. Awesome. Yes, I'll save it. And now I should have here my, oops, wrong hard drive. Sorry, I have too many 360 videos floating around. I should have here my 360 demo wave, which I just did. I'm going to join it now with the 360 trimmed H.264 RF10. So being me, I'm going to I'm just going to do it the lazy way. I'm going to throw up my home directory. Sure, replace it. Why not? And I type out the command line in TextEdit because then I can edit it to be what I want it to be. I'm not sure why my computer's giving me trouble at the moment. Well, it's not good. It's never good when the operating system freezes on. I can't even stop it. Alright, whatever. But you got the mix thing down anyway. Not sure why this thing is freezing over. Unfortunately, I'm on a laptop with the smart thing, and I can't force it to go away. Yeah, I'm frozen. But anyway, yeah, I can't even navigate. Shoot, this sucks. All right, so I'm frozen. I'll do the marriage as a separate stream. Let me stop this one. End it here.